Welcome to Pearls of Wisdom by Pearl Operational Design. My name is Hazel Lord, and if you're new to watching our videos, I want to welcome you and encourage you to go back and look at some of our other videos. If you've been watching, I hope you've really been learning from what we've been talking about. So we talk a lot about operations, and the first video we talked about what is your value. So what is the value of your organization to the clients and the customers that you serve? And we all know this, right? The minute you hit something on a website, someone is sending a survey to you to say, hey, how did we do? We're going to talk a little bit about something else that I've noticed. And it's not necessarily anything that's new, but why talk about it? Let me go and show you. Here we go. Here's the packaging. There to the meats. As we can see, it bookends. So, and I have used them before, so I want to thank my local supermarket for giving me fodder. But recently, as you can see in the video, my local supermarket went through a renovation. It looks beautiful. But the thing that I've noticed is, and I'm not sure if many of you do this, and I've been told that this happens in other supermarkets, but it just never used to happen in my supermarket before. When you go and buy meat, you will use the plastic bags that you put the vegetables in, and you put your meat in there. I don't know if many people do this. I know as someone from the Caribbean, we always do that because we don't want our meat, chicken meat, to be touching any other part of our food. So what we have to remember to do is when we leave the vegetable section and we go to the area where we pick up our meat, that we have to bring those little plastic bags so we can put our meat in there. What you would have seen in the video as a result of the renovation is that the supermarket has put those bags right by the meat case. And that is what I call listening to the customer. Not necessarily that the customer has verbally said it, but many cashiers, and I've seen this before, have had to be flattening out those bags to scan the meat because they've observed that a lot of people use those plastic bags to put their meat in. So sometimes you don't always have to go and touch a customer and say, hey, I'm going to give you a survey. Sometimes it's just good to observe because the customer will tell you what it is that they want and how you can provide the value. Now, this is small. It's nothing big. But when I saw it, I was happy because in my mind, I said, you know what? My local grocery store is listening to me, and in some small way is actually, through their renovation now, baking into their operations the value that speaks to what it is that I would want. So for those businesses out there, and I would challenge you, what is it that your customer is saying? And it doesn't have to be verbal. It can be something that they're doing, that you observe how they use your service, how they use your products, how they use your space, that maybe you didn't initially think of as part of your value proposition, but they are doing it, and that is information that you can gather without actually having to have them complete a survey. Because I will tell you, in all honesty, sometimes when I see those surveys, I don't have time, so I click delete. So what you would want to do is, you want to make sure that I'm not saying to get rid of the surveys, they're very valuable, but sometimes the customer, through its interaction with you, they're actually telling you what it is that they value and what they want out of the service. So I would like to thank my local grocery store for giving me this fodder, and just to thank them for actually doing this. Now I know that other stores, because my friends have told me, other stores have this, but my store didn't have it, and it's now showing me that they were listening to what their customers are actually telling them, and they've baked that into their new renovation. So thank you. Again, if you got value from this video, I would like to thank you for watching, and please remember, share the knowledge. Thank you.